as we're leaving this JAWS conference, the JAWS is going forward with a board that has no African Americans on it, no Hispanics on it, one Asian on it, and I think that's a big...
Any Native Americans?
Nope. And I think that's a big disappointment for a number of people on the board. There were two people who were had approached and said yes and then backed out at the very last minute. But I don't think this happens I don't think it's on automatic pilot. Minorities, whether I'm from San Antonio, when you were talking about minorities in the San Antonio context, you were talking about Hispanics for the most part. And the only image growing up, when I was growing up in San Antonio, of Hispanics were they were criminals, or they were so poor and you saw them as being impoverished. You never saw what was the reality, even when I was growing up in San Antonio, of people who were owners of businesses, people who were entrepreneurs. And in my lifetime, really, the whole situation changed in terms of middle-class ownership, middle-class jobs, because a lot of the military gave a lot of people jobs and they used them and went on to other things. And that was something that probably changed as a tipping point in the 1960s. And I think gradually that the media has caught up with some of that, so that there are a lot of people who are quoted who are running the country or running part of San Antonio, running part of important parts of the city, but it's not. It's like somebody said here today, nobody gives away power. You earn the power and you persuade people you're worth having it, and you at some point take it away or share it. And I think that is also true in terms of media coverage, that it doesn't happen automatically, and you just have to keep saying, wait a minute, what's this picture here? Who are you really writing about? Who are you really including in your descriptions about the subjects that you're writing about? And I think that that has to always be, that's always a moving target, and I think for the most part it's moving in a direction where the old stereotypes don't fit at all, but that I think it's not a perfect world. It's not even an adequate world in terms of the people who are being portrayed, and let alone the people who behind the scenes who are writing the stories or getting the grants to do the research or to head organizations. And I think it's hard for small organizations to raise money